Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. What's going on, guys? Welcome back, guys, to the channel. You already know me. If you guys don't know me, my name is Josh. And if you have been following me now for this series, where we have all of the FNaF locations so far, starting from the first game to now, Pizzeria Simulator. And that is what we are going to be building today, folks. And with that, I've decided to switch up the fit a bit and go for a more managerial, or become like an establishment owner or whatever. But yeah, we are going to be building Pizzeria Simulator, otherwise known as, well, FNaF 6. Before we go ahead and start, I would first like to say I really appreciate it if you guys liked and subscribe. I will absolutely continue, and you know what? We might build our own ultimate pizzeria, almost like Security Breach, turn into a pizzaplex or whatever. I think we might actually do something like that if you guys actually want me to. So if you guys are going to be going on to enjoying this video, like I said, a subscribe and a like would be greatly appreciated, and also drop a comment down below for any other video ideas that y'all have. And without further ado, the first thing that we always do in these videos is a layout. So let's start. Alright, and this is what is going to be our layout, and this is what is going to be our pizzeria. So now what we had to do here, we had to go a little bit custom, and the way that we did this, because we only see the main floor plans of the pizzeria, and we decided to go with the max upgraded floor plans. So we're going to go ahead here and we are going to go through each zone. So obviously right here, it should make sense. This is going to be the front entrance to the pizzeria, where you come in here, you do your ticket and everything, or you pay for entry. Then you go in to the red zone, which the red zone here, this is going to be the main area. You can already see I've done some random little, like, just mapping out the stages and everything, where you got the stage where Lefty is and where the Rockstar animatronics are right there. Then coming over here to this blue zone, this is your restrooms, where take care of business. Coming back here to this dark green zone, this is the kitchen. The kitchen is going to be bigger than originally. So another thing too that I think I'm absolutely going to add is I'm going to make a backdoor entryway that goes to a loading bay, which I should probably actually do that real quick. You know what? Let me do that real quick. Alright, there we go, all done. And just one more final detail. There we go. So this will be our garage door. I think we'll put in a custom truck or something in here. Yeah, that is going to be the loading bay for all the pizzeria supplies. Okay, so now coming over here to this light blue zone, this is going to be the arcade, where all the games are, where you can play at, and there will be a prize area, which I think this back wall will be nice. This little back corner area, which I think will make a nice addition. I think we might do like an enclosed thing, I think. Then back here we'll make a row of some type of arcade games. Or if that, we'll just move this over and connect it. No, that's something I think we might actually do, just to give it a little bit more space, than to make a proper, prize area or whatever. Alright. Then coming up here, this orange zone, this will be the parts and service room, where all the animatronics will have maintenance on them and everything. So nothing much. Alright, and then these yellow zones. These yellow zones indicate as staff hallways, where, well, pretty obvious. Your staff go through them and everything. Then this gray room, this is where the salvage room will be, where you basically salvage the animatronics that you need in the pizzeria or whatever. And yeah, And then we finally moved to this back room. Now you might be wondering, why is there just this hole digged out? This is where we are going to make the underground area part, where the vents are, where the salvage animatronics come after you in the game. That is something we are going to move on to probably when we finish building the top area first. So this is absolutely going to take us some time and effort. So without further ado, let's start. And with that, everyone, build is complete. And with that, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place, otherwise known as Pizzeria Simulator. Took us a really good minute here to build this up. Now, I'm probably gonna say this right now, details are slacking due to impact on my mental health. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. We have not been having a good week here, but I'm still doing this for you guys and everything. Alright, so this is the exterior here. We done some old vintage posters up from the remains of the Fazbear establishment. You go off to the back here, you got yourself a little dumpster area, and you got Molten Freddy sitting right here in a pile of spaghetti. And over here, Scrap Trap and Scrap Baby, just for all the scrapped animatronics. And coming back to the front here, we have our display, just some balloons at the entryway, pizza signs or whatever, then this little roadway that leads back to a garage door. So now, let's go inside the pizzeria. And here we are now at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place. This is our lobby. You got seatings, you got your register where you can go and pay for entry or whatever. And over here, you got yourself a Freddy Fazbear cutout with a couple of presents. Neon pizza sign. And going on in here past the big doors, we have the main area where we have all the Rockstar animatronics here. We got the security puppet first up right here at the front, based on, well, the mini game where the puppet's origins, basically it being a security system for kids that don't go missing with a certain wristband, and Henry programmed the puppet to protect the one with the green wristband, which was Charlotte Emily, his daughter, which sadly his daughter was one of the first victims to be killed by William Afton. So anyway, starting off here in the main area, you got the arcade area, which we'll get there in a second. Got a little Bonnie cutout. And let's start off with the animatronics first. Here we go, we got Lefty on stage. Got all the rock stars, Rockstar Bonnie, Rockstar Freddy, Foxy, and Chica. Got the first aid station over here. Got yourself your restrooms, where you go in, you handle your business there. Got the carousel. Carousel does work, actually. You can't ride it though, it'll just animate. And right here is the ball pit. Kind of you get slow when you go through it. And coming through right here, you got a Chica cutout. And going through here, this is your queue line to pick up your food that you ordered. And we'll get to the kitchen in a minute. Got gumball swivel hands right here, some arcade machines. And coming back over here, Candy Cadet. And let's go into the arcade now. Here we are at the prize corner. We got a Foxy cutout. This is one of my favorite parts right here, especially with the curtain that we did to give it a little bit more detail or whatever. Now you got your usual plushies up here. If you want it, 100 tickets for a plush. That's pretty cheap, I'd say. Here you go, you got the puppet minigame right here. And some more claw machines here and everything. FNaF 2 minigame, Foxy Go Go Go, Loneberry, House of the Bear, the McFarlane toy arcade cabinet, It's like a purple guy game based on the Spring Bonnie. And, oh, what are you doing in there? Last time I saw you. Last time I checked out one of these, Balloon Boy was in it, and now the cupcake's in it. Yeah, you know, you could just throw the cupcake. You could throw any block in there, really. Watch. Oh. There we go. I'll fix it. Okay, yeah. Basketball hoops right here. You can shoot them. And that is our arcade area. Moving on to the kitchen now. Kitchen now, we went detailed a bit for this part here. I guess you could say like the heating area, or basically food that's ready. You got plates, cabinets, stove, just a fridge, I guess, or yeah, just a fridge. You got the ovens right here, rack full of pizzas being ready, sinks, and then coming on back here, this is the delivery room. Here you got yourself one stack of paper and a terminal to check in on all the shipments that have come in. Got some old FNaF 2 posters. And right here, this is the garage door to head on out. And also there's a little side exit door you can go out to. And it appears that I've slacked behind. Okay, so now it is time to move on to some of the other places. Over here, the restrooms, you know, there's nothing unique about them. Just your average restrooms. The first aid stations that you can buy in the game. And now we move to back here, which is the facility hallways. Going back here. You go in here, you got yourself like the management office. Here, where you can just go ahead and buy whatever from Dumpster Dive Tech, the Vintage Catalog, Family Diner, and lots more. Now go ahead and coming through all the way down here and into this room. This is the salvage room, where you salvage the scrapped animatronics or whatever. And that's why I come out here. There's the Molten Freddy back there. Alright then let's move on to our last few rooms we got. Alright, opening up here. Close the door. We got this little storage room area. All these boxes, they would basically have the animatronics in there. Ned Bear's already out, I see. And, yeah. And here we go. With this lever and this arrow pointing downstairs, I bet you can already guess where this is going. Where we go downstairs a couple of floors and to here. OVDR, he's just back here chilling. What are you doing back in here, man? You like the staircase or something? I think he likes the staircase. I don't know, I just thought I'd hide him in here. And going into here. Closing door behind us. This is where we play at in the game for like the night sequence. We have the air vents. Have the air vents and everything. You got Helpy. And yes, you can go through the air vents. We just like randomly filled them up with like storage boxes or whatever. Shelves. All that stuff. Now, unfortunately, I cannot spend all the time building all of them. Like the whole layout. So we did like the first sides. We did that mostly. Because, yeah, we were in a rush. And I believe that is everything. So let's go ahead and let's head back up. Alright, that is probably mostly going to be it for this video. I had an amazing time building this pizzeria and everything. I really appreciate the amount of support on the series and everything. And just, yeah, thank y'all all for this amazing support. And thank you for this journey. We've now built 5 Nights at Freddy's. We've built the main trilogy now in Minecraft. That's pretty crazy now. We built that all the way from FNaF 1 to FNaF 6 now. But anyways, I guess that's going to be it.
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name. But I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift. nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace, and perhaps more, waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole, so don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.